All right, chalo, we are back. So yes, the news is true. Audit examination is postponed. Again, it is not on 19th. Please stay tuned with the ICAI's notification. They are going to release the date soon. So yes, that is cleared that audit exam is not on 19th. It is postponed. But why to waste time? We have got some extra days, so we can prepare it even more, a little stronger, so that we have no doubts on our preparation. Hence, we can try to get at least, 60 as an exemption in your audit. So yes, again, I'll make a quick short video on the strategy which has to be followed for your examination. Now we are not sure about how many days you are going to have for preparing your audit examinations, but I can just give you the order, the not exactly the category ABC. Taken up. Nobody in this world can give you an ABC category, but because ICI is unpredictable, they can follow any order or any of the chapters which they want to test in the examination. So I will just give you an order which is to be followed for your examination. This is for January 26. All right. So yes, you have got totally how many chapters? You've got 11 chapters in your CA Inter Auditing and Ethics, and I will be giving you the order for completing your chapters. Always start with the first three easy chapters of your paper, which is chapter 1, then jumping on to 11, and then jumping on to 12. These three chapters approximately can cover 20 marks of your paper. 20 marks of your paper can be easily get covered by just these three chapters, and being very honest, and you'll be accepting this fact that all these three chapters are damn simple. So make sure that you first cover all these three chapters. Maybe after coming home today, you can start with these three chapters. You can try completing these three chapters in the same order: 1, 11, and then 2. Then next day you can start with chapter number 4. You can start with chapter number 4. Chapter number 4 has 8 essays total. But I have given you the order again. Please start with 500, then 501, 505, 510, 530, and 610. 610 is your using the work of internal audit function. So you just end it over there. Totally, I've given you six essays I've given you first. 520, which is analytical procedures, and 550, which is related parties, you can keep it on hold. Keep it on hold as in just keep it on hold as if we are going to touch those essays after we complete the rest. So after doing till 610, you can jump on to chapter number 6. Chapter number 6 has only one essay, which is essay 230, which is your documentation. There's only one essay, which is if I tell you in the module, which I tell, I prefer module for your preparation. So in your module, if you see, there are hardly some 8 to 10 pages. So chapter 6 has to be done, which sure shot comes every attempt, 4 marks. So yes, chapter 6 is to be done. After chapter 6, you can jump onto the dreadful chapter, which is chapter number 3. But again, chapter number 3, you have to follow the same order, which I'm going to give you. Start with your first topic, which is audit risk. Then your second topic, which is materiality. And third is essay 315, including internal controls. So it starts from page number 3.1 and it goes until 3.54. Please do these topics first, all these page numbers. Follow the mug RMN concept, which I give you in my class. Then you can jump on to directly page number 3.61, 61, and do it till 65 and then stop. Now, what I have not covered in these two, what I have not covered in these two pages is nothing but your automated environment and the last essay, which is essay 330. These two topics are not covered in these page numbers. Again, you have to keep it on hold. Then you can jump on to chapter number 8. Chapter number 8 again has multiple essays, and there's one concept called as CARO. Your chapter 8 is audit report. Again, you have to follow the same order. First, start with the base 700. 705 is your modification, then 701 key audit matters, 600, 299, which are very two small essays, then CARO. CARO, every attempt it comes for 4 marks. So please make sure you follow the same order. And at last, if you find time, keep it on hold, which are two essays, which is 706 and 710. Keep those on hold. Then come on to chapter number 10. Chapter number 10, if you really remember attending my classes, I made you do a pledge in my class that always prepare. That means first start from page number 10.21. 10.21, the topic which is there in 10.21 is advances, and do it till the end. I'm talking about module, the module page number 10.21. So start from page number 10.21 and take it till the end. Complete that part first. And yes, the rest, which is from page number 10.1 to 10.20, you can keep it on hold. You can do it at the end. Why? Because it is very basic. It talks about the basic things. So yes, 10.1 to 10.20, you can keep it on hold. Then for 9 and 5, I have made a beautiful strategy which I've been given in all my batches. So please follow the same for chapter 5 and chapter 9. So if I come to chapter 5 first, if you remember and if you are not noted in my class, then please make sure that you follow the same thing for your chapter 5. So I have made this kind of a strategy or a summary to prepare or tackle your chapter number 5, because chapter number 5 comes for almost 14 to 16 marks, or sometimes more than that, maybe 18 marks also. But again, I know chapter 5 is a little, a difficult chapter where you have to, remember a lot of things, but it does requires a little of your, own practical knowledge, which comes from maybe, if you have worked somewhere as an article. I know it's difficult. You as a CA inter student, you have not worked somewhere, but again, a little of your, extra brains are required. But anyways, we'll try to make it a little simpler. So if you understand, I have told in chapter 5, I tell that there are totally five types of question. There are totally five types of question. Type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4, and type 5. There are totally five types of questions, and you have to follow the same order for solving these questions. If you see, the first type of question, which I say is called as an assertion based questions. Now if you remember, assertions for classes of transactions, account balances, disclosures, which is nothing but OCCCA, OCCA, ECRV, if you remember, occurrence, cutoff, classification, accuracy, all those things. So assertion based questions are nowadays tested by ICAI in your CA Inter. So it covers from page number 5.2 and then directly from 5.5 to 5.10. Please follow and read these pages to understand assertion based questions. You don't have to mug anything. You are just supposed to understand the meaning of occurrence, the meaning of classification, the meaning of cutoff. If you see the last two attempts paper, they have been asking questions on the assertion based question, where they just give you an individual question and they ask you identify what type of assertion the auditor is trying to identify. So it is just to be understood, nothing to be mugged. Examples are given in page number 5.5 to 5.10. Please do solve damn important assertion based questions. Then you can jump onto something called as law and accounts based question, which is purely asked from your company's act and your AS. So if you refer all these page number right from 1, 4, 15, 16, I've given all the page number references where you will find an law based question or an accounts based question. So please solve all those questions. You will find questions on where to use the securities premium account, whether shares can be issued at discount or not, whether what are the provisions with respect to sweat equity shares, ESOPs. All these questions either are from your law or from your accounts, and they are covered in these page numbers. Then coming to something called as five special individual questions. Five special individual questions which you will find in these page numbers. One question is on crypto, but that is Bitcoin, all those things. Second is on CSR. One is on accounting ratios. One is on relationship with stock of companies, and one more question. So there are five special individual questions. Please focus on those questions too. For these three, if I tell you the first three types, it is not going to take more than 1 or maybe 1.5 hours for you to prepare, because it is damn easy. More than 1.5 hours, you should not invest on these three topics. Then comes the hardest part of chapter 5, which is those audit procedure based questions. Audit procedure based, as in your entire chapter. For each and every item of your financial statement, they have given audit procedures. So for that, again, I made a simple concept for those who are finding it very difficult to prepare those questions. I have made something called as common audit procedures, which fits for almost every balance sheet and every P&L items taken up. So please, you just remember these 10 audit procedures. Of course, you cannot write as it is in the examination. I've just given a simplified format. You can make it into a proper sentence, like I've written read the minutes. You can maybe make it in a more sophisticated language, telling the auditor has to review the minutes or read the minutes, something like that. You have to create a sentence out of it. And of course, for every point, I have written in the bracket whether it is applicable for balance sheet, or whether it is applicable for P&L, or whether it is applicable for both. So please go through these 10 points. I would say mug these 10 points. And if at all you find any question on audit procedure, and if you really don't know the answer, just pick the most suitable points from here and write it in the paper. I'm not kidding. At least out of 5 or 4 marks, I say I would award you 1 mark. Definitely, and 1 mark carries a lot of weightage. So please follow these 10 points. I mean, mug these 10 points for audit procedure based question. Then come the most difficult part. I would say this is even a more irritating part, which is called as disclosure based questions. If you open up chapter 5, your ICI study material, after each and every item, the last assertion for every item is nothing but disclosure, as in how that item is to be disclosed in the financial statements. Now, it's a proper format which you have to remember. Now, few are very easy, like inventory or cash and cash equivalents. Few disclosures are easy, but to remember all the disclosures, it becomes difficult. But again, I've given you the page numbers to which and all disclosures are to be referred for your examination. So if you find good amount of time, which I think you will have because you've got extra days now, so please focus on disclosure based questions, which is your last ideology. After this, your chapter 5 is done. Please focus on type 1, type 2, and type 3 questions. Very, very, very important. And type 4 is your audit procedure based questions. Just mark these 10 points. It is more than enough. It is more than enough if you don't have time, if you're slow in theory. Then coming to chapter 9, which is your last chapter. For this, again, I have made one beautiful strategy. If you see, chapter 9 is all about different types of entities. Now, again, I have given a hierarchy, a order in to solve all the entities. First, always solve cooperative society, the most important cooperative society. It is damn important and damn easy also. Second is your government audit, which I consider to be a little dry. So if at all you're able to manage, you can invest time on government audit. But if you feel that you're wasting a lot of time on government audit, then please don't waste a lot of time on government audit. Max to max, a question can come for a 5 mark. But again, if you find it easy, you have got time, then please focus on government audit. After these two, please follow the order which I have given. Educational institute, which is nothing but your school, college, then hire purchase leasing companies, local bodies, NGOs, charitable institute. Please follow these six entities. Then I have written after this. Please solve all the RTPs in the reverse order starting from your attempt. Take Jan 26 RTP, refer what are the questions, which are the entities which are tested in from chapter 9. So please see Jan 26, then go back to September 25, and then go back to May 25. Please solve these three RTPs bare minimum just for chapter 9 to see which entities they are testing, because chances are good that they ask a question from those entities. Why I am not covering those easy ones, the cinema, hospital, all those, because I personally feel you can still write it on your own. If you know what are the various kinds of incomes, various kinds of expenses, you can write it on your own. So please follow the same order. But again, I have a gift for you for chapter 9. Like for chapter 5, I made some common audit procedures for all the items. I have made some common audit procedures for almost all the entities. If you read, go through once, you will get to know that all the 11 points covers, I mean, I would say all the 11 points somewhere fits for almost every entity. Right from the first point, reading the constitutional documents, which is nothing but AOMOA. Read the minutes, verify the respective income register. Now, what is this respective income register? If you see, if it's an educational institute, student register, fee register. If it's a hospital, patient register. If it's a hotel, guest register. So I would say, again, these 11 points are to be mugged. Please mark these 11 points. If you don't know the answer for that particular entity, pick the most suitable points from, I mean, procedures from these points and just write it off. You might get at least 1 to 2 marks. Considering your language, you're supposed to write it in a very sophisticated language. Make sure you always start with some good words. Read, review, the auditor shall, something like that. So please make sure that you follow the same thing for chapter 9. If you have any doubts, please let me know. I can give you my WhatsApp number. Please, you can message me on WhatsApp and you can ask me any doubts if you have with respect to this strategy. Please follow the same order. Please follow the same order to make sure that you can score at least 50 or maybe at least 60 in your audit examination. All the very, very best for your examination. And please do message me how was your examination. Thank you. Tata, boy, boy.